A while back, I increased the travel on this Rockshox Recon fork. At the time, I didn't have any 5-weight suspension oil, so I just put some 5W30 motor oil into the air chamber. Now, some of you guys pointed out that I was an idiot for doing that. So we're actually going to find out now if that's true, because I've got to take it apart and change the travel again for another project that I'm working on. Now, the reason that some of those people said that that was a bad idea to put the motor oil in there is that it would ruin the seals in the air chamber. And we might be able to find that out right away just by seeing if there's any air left in it. So I believe I was running this around, I don't know, 70 PSI, something like that. It's been sitting for quite a few months. So let's see, first of all, if there's any air. Yeah, that's about 67, 68. Obviously, some of it fills into the pump, so it's still holding air, so I would think the seals are pretty good. Like I said, I got to take this thing apart anyway, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll take a look at it. Now that gunk there is just the SRAM butter. That's not anything to be concerned about. This O-ring looks fine to me. Let's get the bottom half of this out. Well, now that it's mostly wiped down, I can report that the seal here and the seals down here, I mean, they all look fine to me. They're not bloated, they're not swollen, they're not cracking. Now, with that said, it doesn't mean that it's a good idea to put the wrong fluids in here. When I put this back together, I will be using at least sort of the right fluids. It's a 5-weight, it's a suspension fluid, but it's by Fox. Now, hopefully that doesn't draw the ire of some of you guys that I'm putting Fox fluid in a Rockshox fork, but I'm sure this will be fine. If the motor oil was okay, this will be fine. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. I'm going to get these spacers swapped out, put everything back together. If you want to find out where this fork is winding up next, then stay tuned to this channel. If you have been following the channel, then you probably have a pretty good idea of where that's going to be. So that's going to happen along with a couple other interesting things. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.